Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of Ahead of the Curve. I'm David Thomas, this is Bo Gill. We're here today to talk about some topics that are affecting Bedford County and the city of Shelbyville. Bo, I had something on my mind today I wanted to talk about, and I'm just going to throw it out there and let you give me your comments on it. We just got out of a primary election back in April. We've got an election coming up in August. We've got 3 or 4 contested commission seats. We've got a contested mayor's race. Everybody else is pretty much locked into place. So we've got Misty Peller and Chad Graham will be settling the mayor's race. And then we've got, I don't know all the districts, but we've got District 5, I believe.
District 5's
it's loaded.
Yeah,
it's loaded. Now, I think, what do you think about voter participation? The way we've seen it in the past years here in Bedford County.
I'm thinking in those districts especially, I'm hearing a lot of chatter. I'm hearing a lot of chatter from people in other districts talking about
those other districts. Yeah.
And that one, District 5 and District, the one out in Will.
Yeah.
That one right there, you know, you've got 3 great candidates right there, you know, 2 great incumbents, and then a third, Diane Neely on there.
Right.
So that's going to be, those are all homegrown, you know,
yep.
Not wheelbillies. What are they called?
Well, I think that's what it is.
Hey,
y'all have to tell us what they're.
Proud, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
They are going to be. That's going to be a tight one right there. But yeah, I mean, you got Bo Wilson, Jeff Sweeney, Scott Johnson,
Linda Yockey.
There's one. Is there one other on there?
I think so. I can't remember. I don't have that paperwork. In District 1, you also have 3 running for 2 spots.
That's right.
So here's my question, Bo. To see change in government in Bedford County at this level, how many people need to get out to vote for that to take place?
Well, what was during the primary? It was about
4,500 came out in the primary.
So we were close. I mean, you know, I would love to see that number at least up a third to like 7,500. That would be.
Well, that's what we had in our last general election. Was about 7,500.
If we could get there, I would be happy. My hope is that we could get somewhere around 85 to 9. That would be big. I don't know if
I don't think it's. I don't think
there's not a lot of really hot races except in the county and in those districts. So I think what the most interesting part would be look at district turnout, like in District 5, the Will district, and maybe the mayor's race. You can look at the whole thing there, but I think that it will be hard to break down. But I think that the participation in those hotly contested districts will be up, and I hope they will.
Well, here's what bothers me. I see a lot of comments on Facebook about wanting change, wanting this changed here and this changed there. Right now we've got this topic of financial responsibility and budgets and all this, and money's tight for the public.
Yes.
I think we're setting ourselves up to where we could have a record breakout of voters. And we've got 28,000 registered voters in Bedford County, but yet we only have a fourth of that show up at most general elections. So I'm wondering, what's it going to take to get 14,000 people to come out and vote, and maybe half of our voting population actually show up and make a decision? What's it going to take?
You know, I don't know. It's going to take word of mouth. It's going to take people getting involved in their county and in the high gas prices, which they don't have nothing to do with, but it starts somewhere, and you got to start somewhere. That might make you look at the local issues. But you know, one thing, maybe we ought to just show them where early voting is. Maybe we should have a show where we show.
Well, that's pretty easy. It's at the annex building. You know, all right.
Maybe they don't.
I think we take things for granted. We've been here all our lives.
I think we do.
And
I think maybe we need to just kind of just show them the door that you go through, and we can do it, you know, whenever, so that you will know, and especially the new people that have moved here. There's a lot.
Yeah.
And they may not know.
And then each precinct has its own place to go vote. So we need to maybe go out and show that. Maybe that's a field trip we can take.
So stay tuned with that.
But I think the people that I see in social media and that I come in contact with, I think people have good intentions, but when it comes time to just going and voting, actually voting, They just never get around to it.
They never get around to it, and that's where I think early voting comes in handy.
Yeah.
You know, you got, 2 weeks in early voting, 2 weeks of business days. I don't think, are they open on the weekends? Maybe on Saturday?
I'm not sure. I think it's Monday through Friday and half a day Saturday, maybe.
So you have 2 weeks where you can pretty much schedule a time to go. So that's where that is important. If you put it off to that day,
it's tough.
You know, you might be dead set, I'm going to vote that day, and something comes up, lo and behold. So if you want to make sure that you do get that vote off, I would say vote early, and that's pretty much the benefit of that.
Yeah, what was it John J. Hooker used to say way back in the day? Vote early and vote often.
Vote early and vote often, yeah. Give me two.
Yeah, we just want to encourage everybody to be a participant in this upcoming general election here in Bedford County. And of course, we've got our national election happening in November. That's going to be a big. We won't even get into that.
No.
But I just feel like, Bo, that everybody's got to get on fire and understand that their voice does matter.
It does matter, and their vote does matter. And you know, we're hurting right now.
Yeah.
The average person, everyone is hurting when they go to the gas pump with all the inflation. And this is on the national level. It's on a local level. There's things that we can do, so we need to participate. I think that the voter turnout nationally will be much larger because of these issues, and people are sick of it. I mean, they're getting sick of it. They're getting sick of it.
A lot of people don't think the local election matters, but it does. The topic we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, your property taxes, the possibility of a wheel tax, your local budgets, your local fire and your local EMS and your sheriff's department, all these different departments that are needing certain things done, pay increases, all this, it's got to be managed by somebody that it's a collective effort from your commissioners.
We should be able to meet the needs of those department heads without, just losing ourselves in the process. And that's where we can, get creative with how we can manage the budget right. You're exactly right. There's going to be needs every year, and there's going to be increases with just cost of living and so forth. But we have to have a good manager of that plan.
Right. Now, the crux of our problem, I think, is the general public, myself included, don't really understand that the people that we elect, we're not sending them up there to go and solve everything. We're sending them up there to represent us. And I think that the overall mindset is, well, you go make a decision. No, we're supposed to send them up there, and then they're supposed to ask us what they want, what they should do.
They're not our leaders, right?
I had a commissioner. Yeah, our representatives. They're not our leaders. We are the government. Okay, we're sending people to work for us. That's the job.
That's the job. That's the way we have to look at it. That's the way we all need to look at it. In a respectful way, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In a respectful way.
It's an honor to be able to serve this public.
Yes.
And that position as commissioner, mayor, sheriff, whatever it is, they're working on behalf of us. They're working for this county. All right, so you've got the commissioners, and I had a conversation with the commissioner the other day, and he said, this is just, I don't know exactly what I need to do here, talking about budget and talking about this item and this item. I said, well, it's pretty simple. You go and you start talking to the people that elected you, your neighbors, the people in your district, and ask them what they want you to do, and that takes the monkey off your back. If all of our commissioners would do that, I think Bedford County would be a better place.
You got to think of yourself as not an independent person when you're in the capacity of a commissioner. You are a shell of a representative for your people.
Right.
And you are not voting independently of your thought. You're doing it of the feedback you're getting from your constituents, and that's how you should vote. You shouldn't vote your heart. That's the way it is. You can have your own way, but if your constituents are not against or for something that you don't like, they're the boss.
Yeah.
And you've got to vote for them because those are the ones that elected you. And I hope that our representatives, local and state and nation, are taking that.
Well, we really don't see much of that happening at the state level. and at the national level. But at the local level, we see these people, they're our family and they're our friends.
They are.
And we can voice our opinions to them a lot easier than we can call Nashville and get somebody on the phone and talk to them. No, it's not happening. Or Washington, D.C., that's a joke. That's another planet. They might as well be on Mars.
You don't want to have to wade through the swamp.
No, no. But guys, we just want to encourage you, get out and participate in this year's election. It's very important. And I know all these people that are running for office will really appreciate you getting out and letting your voice be heard.
What's the date on the election?
I'm not sure. It's in August.
August 4th.
August 4th, yeah.
August 4th.
August 4th is it.
Yep.
But guys, thanks for watching again, Bo.
Yes,
thanks
David.
for having this talk, and we'll do it again soon.
Anytime.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Look for another edition of Ahead of the Curve real soon. Thank you.